everyone. I'm just doing that normal share stuff. Oh, I don't want to write it like that. Excuse me. Alright. What's going on, Backwoods? Thanks for joining in. Gonna have to restart this guy from last night. I just went over and took a look real quick at that construction map, and I don't think that's for me. Just didn't suit. Didn't sit with me. Gonna finally get this field finished tonight. Get the other two fields planted, everything rolled. And then I'm gonna I think I have that herbicide. I already sprayed the potatoes, so they're done. But I might have to go fertilize them. I did not check their fertilized state. I'm gonna turn this guy into a worker and just let him go. I hate doing all this jumping. Oh, yeah, I should have one out. Hey, Mac, how you doing, my buddy? Thanks for joining in. That's right, I knew I had another one. There it is. There it is. How you doing, Mac? How you doing tonight? It's a Friday night, so you must be doing all right. No work in the morning. Needs rolling and fertilizing again. Oh, I'm stuck in this loop. I hate doing this. You know what? I'm just gonna take the truck and I'm just gonna drive there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna drive there. You mean, yeah, you're having a water. Yeah. Just having a water. That's what I'm drinking right now. It's water. And I mean that in all seriousness. I'm only having water. The construction map is literally a flat Elm Creek store and animal dealer are dead giveaway. Plus, if you go to the edge of the map, it looks like he landscaped big hills to flatten. Yeah, well, if you go look at it, like I went and looked at it, and I mean, if that's going to be the standard of passable maps, then, well, just about anybody's going to be able to make one. I was, I had much higher hopes for it. It's all on. I don't want to, I hate to bash. I don't want to be that guy, but yeah. I mean, honestly, there was not much. Unless he's a really young feller, I can't see it being that much effort put into it. My personal opinion. I mean, I don't really know. I've never modded anything, so I can't say for sure. But oh no, not instant coffee. I hardly ever drink instant coffee. I'd make a pot before I made an instant coffee. I'm not leaving another big strip out the middle of a field like I did the last field. I'm gonna finish these few strips right here. There's only a couple passes. Then I got field. My fertilizing got all messed up and I'm really not cool with that. So I might actually, before I do those two fields up there, I might cultivate them again with those two new cultivators that I got. And, well, probably only one of the cultivators because they're big cultivators. But I'll probably pass the cultivator over them even though they don't need it. Just to make the fertilization state all go back to one kind of thing. Or I might even just plant them oilseed radish just to get it done and over with kind of thing. But At the same time, I don't want to plant something like oilseed radish that I'm going to have to till under in a month, but I don't know how long it takes to grow. At the same time, but I don't have seasonal growth on either, so. And my intent is to just, not myself, I'm probably going to just speed up time a little bit. Or maybe take on a couple of contracts while I'm doing it. Waiting for the stuff to grow. I own the fields for the best paying contracts, though, other than 69, which is right beside me. This is Mr. Skinny's tractor that I'm in, but he's not Mr. Casey. But he hasn't been on the farm in a few days due to, having to do real life adulting things like work that suck, but I miss. And I will hopefully be going back to work in March. If everything goes right in the next couple of days. But we'll see. There, and that's all planted canola. I hope that guy don't stick it somewhere he's not supposed to. You know. Anybody else know what that's like at all? No? Oh, I was not paying attention. Hey Brian, how you feeling, my buddy? Hope you're feeling alright. A little better? Did you get to go home? Hey Michael. Yeah, it's 11:27 for me. I started a little late again tonight. Plans never go like plans are supposed to go. Not in my life, anyways. We're gonna... We're just gonna leave this parked right outside, right here. I'm gonna back it over. Hope nobody's coming around that turn. Oh, dude, that sucks. 103. Man, that's intense. How much snow did we get today? We didn't get too much today. I think we got a little dusting. About 3 inches. Was it nothing major. Now we're gonna take this cultivator and go to field 51. Almost ready. Oh man, that sucks. You're packing up, getting ready to leave. Took back again, eh? That's horrible news, man. Haven't even used this cultivator yet. I bought these cultivators just for this tractor and the one that's running the one that's hauling that roller right there. They're my two 500 horsepower tractors, 500 plus. They're both 517. These cultivators require 500, so we're right on her. Yeah, Brian, hopefully you get out of there soon, man. Hospital stays are not fun. No matter where you live, hospital stays are not fun. Uh, what do I do for a living, Michael? I do a variety of different jobs that include working on a potato farm that is does potatoes and grain, and a also do road construction, uh, pipe jobs like sewer, water main pipe, water return line pipes and stuff like that for civil contractors. We do rock crushing and blasting, uh, dump truck services, excavation services, bulldozing services. Um, what else do we do? Cranberries. We do about 20 acres of cranberries. We do about 600. We do rotations of 650 and 525 acres of potatoes and oats or wheat or barley, depending on what is in good supply for the year, what the boss thinks is a good one to plant. But we do rotation of potato and grain crop. And we also do some forestry in the wintertime and a lot of mechanic work. I also do a lot of metal fabrication, welding, painting, mechanic work. Fortunately, they have a crew that works all year round, and the rest of us we get laid off during the winter time, during the slow time. We'll only work during the summer months. But when I go to work, I work ridiculously a lot of hours, anywhere from a 50 to 55 average week to 120, 130 exhausting weeks where you'll go 8, 9 weeks like that while you're planting and digging, harvest. Start harvesting the oats. They harvest the oats, then we harvest the potatoes, and then we harvest the cranberries. We can be 2 months harvesting all the crops, 2.5 months all harvesting all the crops. In and around there, I don't work at one specific thing. My main job is to run payloader at the rock crusher and stockpile crushed rock. But I also run tractors on the farm and do certain farm work, and then I also do certain work with the construction company where I replace almost every operator or laborer position that there is. As I run excavator, I run bulldozer, I drive dump truck. I'll do any of the labor work, I don't care. And at the same time, they'll call me back to the shop because I can weld, cut, grind, torch, repair, replace. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none, but a master of all is better than a master of one. So, a lot of people don't know that's that full saying. No worries, backwoods. No worries at all. Thanks for coming back in, Honor. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that saying. And it's, man, a jack of all trades and a master of none, but a master of one. None is better than a master of one. I want to thank everybody again for joining in tonight and saying hello. Don't forget to, if you like what's going on and you like Farming Simulator, you like the channel, hit the like button. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the little bell. You'll get to know when I'm live again. There. Now this doesn't bug me so much because it looks better. It's not all messy looking. But I don't think the fertilization state's gonna appease me all that much. Oh yeah, look at that. That's all scratchy. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to come back and fix that somehow after. Hey David, what's going on? Thanks for joining in. Why cultivate? What are you skipping other than plowing and rock picking? I'm not skipping anything. I just didn't like the way it looked. And in my head, you wouldn't pass a. I spread manure on top of this field. You wouldn't pass your planter through manure. You would till it in first. So I'm just being that useful me. It's, doing stuff I don't actually have to do because it appeases the little things in my brain that say it doesn't look right. You know, gotta make the voices inside happy or they don't shut up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making the little voices inside a little bit happier because they said that's not supposed to look like that. So we're gonna fix that and it won't look like it anymore. See? Just something my brain is telling me has to be done, I guess. Wasting time, more or less. Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't look right. My head doesn't like it. So I'll plow it all once and cultivate it all once and it'll be cultivated. And plus, I never got to try out the little cultivators yet, so I mean, geez, they pull right along. They work pretty good. We'll pass the cultivator and then we'll pass the planter. Both fields, this one and that 51 that I was just in. And then I don't know after that if I'll be able to pass the sprayer and spray all of it or if I'll have to wait till it all grows one state. Miss that map we had on Fellsburn with the sheep and pigs, yeah. Yeah, we had a good map there. The free range one. And David joined in. Yeah, I said hello to David. That's right. I did say hello to David. I thank everybody for jumping in and stopping by, saying hello. taking a look. I'm doing extra needless steps just to entertain myself and make it all look like one field. Because I don't like the way that the manure looks on top. You wouldn't pass the planter through manure. I mean, you wouldn't use manure as topsoil or fertilizer anyways, unless you're like planting grass or something. Yeah, it was great till it corrupted. Yes, that's true. They're all great till they corrupt and crash, which, I mean, all of them happen to do. You know what? Buddy is... I'm going to put a worker on this guy because Buddy is stuck with my truck. Yep, told you. There we go. Now I guess what we'll do is we'll just park this truck at the house and go back to the big tractor. Hey, Rusty the dog. Not Rusty Money the gamer cop, but Rusty the dog. Just in case anybody might have got a little confused. Give him a bowl of food. Try and keep him off the road. What's up with missing that, dude? Like, that's a strip to miss. I'll wait till he gets to the end and lifts it up on his own. Yeah, doing this for absolutely no reason there, Mr. Botman. Oh, report bot. What'd you say there, backwoods? Wait, you can name your dog in this and it will show up when you feed him. I haven't found a way for us to name the dog whatever we want, but the dog comes with a name when you drop the doghouse. I mean, you could probably sell and drop the doghouse repeatedly till you got a dog with the name that you liked. But, you know, I kind of just drop it and go with whatever. On my recreation of Smoky Bacon Island on No Man's Land, which I've started to work at a little bit, uh, the dog actually ended up being named Max, which was the name of the dog that we had at my mom and dad's house for like 12 years. The Black Lab Sharpei mix named Max. It's like the best dog ever in the entire planet. I don't know. There'll never be another dog like that dog ever was. So I thought it was kind of cool that Smoky Bacon Island, the third, I guess, No Man's Land, got a dog named Max right off the hop. I was just like, yeah, that's kind of nifty. Jared Douglas, howdy, howdy, y'all. How you doing, Jared? Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Greatly appreciated. New subscriber as well. Thank you very much, Jared. Greatly appreciated. Is that the one you told me about that kept you from getting attacked or something like that in the garage? Yeah, he was a good one like that. He was a completely untrained, completely trained dog, which makes no sense, but like we never sent him away for any training or anything like that, but that dog understood every word you ever told him. There was never second guesses or anything. It was crazy. If I told him to come or stay or go or sit or bark or growl, he did whatever I asked. And I never trained him one bit. So I'm almost done pointlessly cultivating these 2 fields. Um, served no purpose, absolutely no reason to do it other than to satisfy my own monsters. Um, good, just relaxing. That's good, Jared. It's good. Nice relaxing Friday night. Nice relaxing Friday night. Can't argue with that. Sitting back, watching a little farm sim, playing a little farm sim, doing a little bit of both. I was just over watching Evil Clown. Backwoods was over there. We were watching him. I was watching a buddy of mine on Twitch for a few minutes. He was streaming Call of Duty something or rather. I just got off from No Man's Land. Been doing a lot on No Man's Land. Awesome. Yeah, No Man's Land's a good map. I got a build on there too right now, but I haven't streamed it yet. I have the first time lapse of the first time we were on there, which was a while ago and not a very good one. I went too fast. On landscaping videos, you shouldn't go so fast. Now, to see the line for where you went rolling is absolutely terrible. But I think it's right there. No, it is definitely not. Jared Douglas. I'm from North Texas. It is a very good map. Almost done landscaping the whole map. Deleted the mountain. Holy crap, I'm somewhat in the process of that. I'm building a big ravine through the mountain. I'm not getting rid of the whole thing, but I'm building a big ravine through it. That's cool, Jared. Hopefully you get a few pictures of it. We get to see it. Or if you make some videos for YouTube, if you do. Michael. Up in Kentucky. You're up in Kentucky, but you're from Texas, huh? That's cool. Now what exactly will I have to do that's next other than that rolling? Yes, you gotta go back. I gotta plant. It's on your channel. Awesome, Jared. I'll check that out for sure. I'll check that out right after the stream. You're on PC? That's awesome. I'd like to one day get around to getting a PC. I could definitely do a lot more cooler things than what I can do on the PS4. That's for sure. I'm on the PS4 and I can still get some pretty good reactions out of what I can do on here, but PC I could definitely. And I love that new Terraform mod you guys got. Jethro, I don't want to hit my fence. Jethro, I need your opinion on something. Which would you rather watch me building and farming on a land, or just farming in Elm Creek, which is our landscape for the most part, how I want it? Starting landscaping tutorials. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Jared. That's a really good idea. Uh, Backwoods. I mean, honestly, um, I mean, honestly, it's up to you, and it depends on what you got going on your no man's land. If you got quite a bit done up, then I mean, you should go on whichever one you got. You feel will bring the most of an audience attention, I guess. Like me, like I said tonight, I went and looked at that construction map. I mean, that's a good map if you're on PC, honestly. But for me, it's I have this map as my spend money whenever I want map and put down government subsidy signs whenever I want map. And then I have no man's land, which I spend millions on every time I go on to, and it's fully government subsidy. Don't care at all about money. There's like 150 million in the bank at all times. So I'm really looking for that map that I can go back to a grind on, and that construction map is just not it. Um, but yeah, I'd have to say probably go with the Elm Creek if you feel it gets done better. Just a second, guys. I will be right back. Alright, guys. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. My niece is staying the night, and she's not having the easiest time sleeping, so she come to see me for a minute. All the things I wanted to do on FS19 and then I will do on FS22. Took me relearning landscaping. Yeah, it took me a few minutes to relearn that too, Jared. I like doing both and have same games on pre-built one and then on No Man's Land, which was process building since the save I had there crashed. Took an entire save game with it. Yeah, that's unfortunate when that stuff happens. Uh, yeah, so, yeah, here's where my house is there, Jared, on Elm Creek, right across from Field 71, the big grass field. I put my house and a little shed and a small greenhouse. Just selling. It's straight selling. There's no pallets to mess with. I hate the camera landscaping this way too. Oh man, I hit the fence. Yeah, I don't like the landscaping camera on this one either. It's hard. So I'm gonna go park this, wash it, park it back at the back of my equipment depot. Uh, have you seen this yet, Jared? Have you seen any of this farm yet? No? You're new, aren't you? So I don't think you have. This is where my equipment depot is. I built. This is where the pressure washer and the workstation are. We'll take you on a small tour here in the landscape mode for a minute. So this is, like I said, this is this little shed back here is where my sprayer is with herbicide and liquid fertilizer. Plows and the cultivators go outside here. In this shed is manure spreader, lime spreader, and slurry spreaders. Inside this big shed is well, that Great Plains normally goes in there. The three or four tractors, like I got a 942 that's in there, two 942s in there. It's a whole Fendt farm. My big subsoiler's in there. My big roller goes in there. The combine's in there. Auger wagon. Header in the back. Thank you very much, Jared. Yeah, I was just driving down that road. I said I'm gonna drive around and find out where I want to build everything, and everything kind of just popped into my mind as I was going around. And I got a seed silo here for the seeds. And then on this side, I have the hay. This is the baling, hay, grass, and baling shed. So it's got the mowers, the windrower, thedder, and two balers. One for grass and hay, and one for just straw. And that's right beside. I tried to utilize as much with me. Yeah, buddy, I literally lost 30 plus hours of work. Almost didn't go back to the map. Yeah, I hate when that happens, man. Like 30 hours is a good time to put in and horrible to lose. And you're right, Jared. Location's always everything for me, and I find that everything just runs smoother because I'm on PlayStation 4. So obviously it's an older gen console. So I'm smart enough to kind of keep my things away from each other the best I can. So like I have equipment here, I have equipment in another spot, and I have equipment in a different spot. Thank you very much, Backwoods Boy. You smashed them bots tonight. So that is my equipment depot, complete with a solar panel. So that's where everything goes for repair, washing, and some things are stored there. I own field 72. That's one field I own. I placed this willow tree and lamppost on the map. They're not normally there. I placed those as a marker for this road because this map is open to cross-platform multiplayer for people that are 21 years and older with a mic preferred. What goes through your guys' mind when placing roads in your farmyard between buildings? How do you decide where the road goes? That's what I can't decide. I think about how I would drive through there with a truck, tractor, or implement attached to it, and whether or not it would look real or just dumb. This road was actually placed already here. I try to always, on a pre-landscaped map, I try not to mess with fields or roads or do anything like that. I don't like plowing fields together. I don't like doing stuff like that. Even on a base game Giants map, I believe that somebody worked very hard to build this map the way that it looks, and I should try to keep it as close to their original intent as possible. That's why, like, this was all grass when I started to build this depot. The only field that I've used in its entirely is 74, which I'm about to show you. Jared, you travel down this road. I own these three fields, 76, 75, and 73. Down here on 74 is where I placed my beef and multi-production and lime production. So the multi-production's there, line production is here. There's a fuel tank there. You drive around the backside of the oak tree or elm tree, and there's the turntable trailer. This has got grass and hay bales and TMR. TMR on one end, hay bales in the middle, and grass on the other end, and also houses a 300 Vario Fent and a Scalfer telehandler. Hey Firebird, how's it going? Uh, Thanks, Jared. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. This is also the transport depot. So all the transport trailers, bale trailer, minus the milk tanker, is up at the dairy farm. Um, so yeah, we got both our animal haulers, our small animal transport bale trailer, slurry tank, flatbed, and two random dumpers. Um, Backwoods boy, what do you get out of the multi-production factory? Is that the one you can make Yeah, you can make fertilizer. It's fertilizer, lime, mineral feed, and seeds. Why not gaming? How you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining in. Greatly appreciated. Awesome job, bud, on your farm. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, man. There's a lot of time and effort put into this one right now. Firebird, just one sec. I'll get right in on your question. Um, this bulk haul is up for the lime and productions facility. It's got rocks on this side. That's a big pile of rocks. And we'll have potatoes in here once that harvest gets underway. Firebird, Tomorrowland is great by 1 minute right now. Um, Firebird, the construction map, I was utterly disappointed with, in all honesty. Um, I didn't find the way that the yard was placed at the main farm is very well thought of, or designed, or landscaped. Um, Honestly, the flatness of it, that's never really kicked me. Um, and I don't know, it just didn't kick me. I went and I drove around it and I looked at everything, and I don't like bashing. I don't like talking bad because I mean I don't make mods. I've never made a mod. I've never made anything. I want to. I'd love to try to make a map. Um, and honestly, I was just quite saddened by it. Um, that's what's going on with No Man's Land, so don't spend much time on mineral feed. It is base game or mod. I deleted the map already. Same, Firebird. I went on like a 15-minute map ride, and that was it. I said, no, I can't. It's just not gonna work. It's it's just too slapped together. Uh, so back to showing this tour off on this little map. I hope Jared is still around to take a look, and maybe Why Not Gaming. Thank you again for jumping in. Greatly appreciated. So we got some Black Angus beef, and we got some limousine beef here that I have placed here on field 74, landscaped all in. The plan is to let both of these, they both have 12 cows in them, and I'm going to let them both get to 15, and then I'm going to take 5 from one, 5 from the other, and they're both going to go into this pasture over here, which is the mixed pasture. So that'll leave all 3 pastures at 10 cows. And then once all 3 pastures get to 15, then we're going to haul off a few loads. Uh, Backwards Boy Gaming, check out my settings and stage video if it gives you some ideas. It's a good idea, Jared. You should do that, Backwards. You should check them out. You're welcome. I've been watching. Awesome. Why not? Thank you. Thank you. Jared's still here. So yes, this is the beef section of the farm. And once you leave here, I also placed in these 2 sheds here, which have the 2 transport trucks, corn chopper, rock pickers, and 2 724s or 714 Varios. I have my slurry yard, which is fenced in with the metal fence and all. This is the slurry yard for the dairy farm. The dairy farm is here in the grass yard on to the left of field 73. It has a lot of work into it. So the white fencing and the road here. I have a Holstein barn here with 65 head. I have a brown Swiss barn here with 65 head. This manure silo tank is literally close enough to both of them. It's getting filled from both barns. Both barns are giving me slurry and manure each day, and then milk as well. So we got milk back here, silo, milk tanker, uh, small milk tanker. So the little tractor that's up here has the daily job of running feed to the cows, slurry from the cows, and milk from the cows. We also have this little shed for silage equipment, buckets, conveyors. We have a silage pit. It's got 1.7 million liters of silage in it right now. This barn has straw and hay for TMR, as well as this telehandler and a little 515 favorite Fent with a mixing wagon. That is a silo for mineral feed. So yeah, this is the dairy that I have built. Hey Jaden, how you doing tonight? Your layout is very functional. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate it. I'm in Ohio. I'm in Ohio. We had to drop off a puppy. That's cool, Jaden. Which one in particular, Jared? There's a bunch with that name of series, I'm assuming. Either. So, yeah. Yeah, Jared, actually, I accidentally did it in a way that it just works great, because I leave this shed with the feeding tractor, and I can drive right out into the silo, which has TMR, fill it, drive into the Holstein barn, empty out with the Holstein's feed, and either come around and fill back up, or go right across and go right in and go right down the brown Swiss. And if I'm empty, park her right back in here, or go right to the silo and get more and do another round. Or if I go for straw right after, come back, get straw from the silo, go in, right around. Just basically circles or figure eights the whole time. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I am extremely proud of this map. I've put just building what you see here, not including the slurry yard or the beef yard or anything like that. Just this dairy yard alone has around 11 hours of real time into the fabrication of it. I have 3 layers of dirt that are down. There's actually dirt, asphalt, and animal mud. So by the time I went through and placed all that, placed the trees, did the bushes, the landscaping, the painting, everything, absolutely painstaking. Um, Jethro, thanks backwards. That's a huge compliment, and I'd love to give it a try. I'd love to have a PC that I could try it on and just let some of this go, because I think I can do an amazing job. I mean, I don't know, never tried it, never used the actual like editor on it or nothing like that. So I mean, that's all up in the air. But I'll do a little. My truck is at, yeah. See, this is the one buried shed at the dairy farm. So it's got all kinds of hay bales stacked up in it with the little Fendt feeder tractor. And it's actually nighttime. It's 8 o'clock at night, so that means it is feeding time. I have to check on my critters. The beef cows are way more susceptible to losing value than the dairy cows are. It really is, Jared. It's the layers. It's to play with it all the time. If you look here, when I started this, if you go back and look on Elm Creek, right about where the cursor is there now, is where most of this ground was, I raised it up. Well, maybe a little higher. It would have been right around in here. But I've raised this up several layers and built it around. And what I actually came here to do was to show yous, because these girls are actually well taken care of. For some reason, I must have done it last night before I got off and not remember. I'll take that little truck for a drive. We'll take the little truck. This little truck is here in honor of Wasteland Gaming here on YouTube. He come and helped me. He's a pretty good friend of mine, and he come and helped me haul the first few loads of cattle to the farms. This was bought in the honor of that happening. And this is what you get to see when you drive down in between. Dairy on each side. Thanks, Jaden. Greatly appreciate it. But even the road here, when you get going, you can see that and I didn't ever figured out how to use that slope tool. So I did all this with the raise and lower tool. You can see it started down there. It started down here in this general vicinity. And then I raised it up again. Lowered the road actually does slant and lower. Thank you very much. Why not? Appreciate it very much. I will definitely be seeing you in one of our streams here shortly. Have yourself a good evening. Yeah, I put this into a little walking path. You walk up past the light. Takes you up the hill right to the dairy. Actually, I gotta put a little light in there at the top of the hill. I gotta put a little light there. There we go. Perfect. Slope is hard, but I'll get a video on how to use it. Awesome, Jared. I'll keep an eye out for it. That's for sure. Yes, there we go. That's much better. I needed that light there. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Did not check it up, but yeah, we're up 3,600. Oh, I didn't finish that in there. I didn't finish this landscaping here. I do wish they'd had a few more bush types in here. That I don't find they didn't have very much bush, flowers I should say, not bush but flowers. Put a little bush here too. But like they don't have any like flowers. I don't like that. Hey CBW, Chad, how you doing? Are fence gates only one width, or can they be changed to accommodate twin-wheeled tractors? I think most of the fences actually have two sized gates. One is slightly larger than the other, so you should be able to accommodate. If you look here, like that's one is fence. The first one's fence. It's $100. The second one's gate, it's 1,000. Then the other one's gate, and it's 1,500. And then they all pretty much do that. And I think that's actually the barbed wire one right there you were yakking about the other night, backwoods. Yeah, there you go. I told you there was one in there that looked like barbed wire. It'd be that one right there. I want to thank everybody for jumping in the stream. Greatly appreciate it. Please don't forget to smash the like button. figure most of you guys are already subscribed, so I won't really have to say that too. All kinds of baling contracts. I haven't done a contract on this map yet at all. My other map, that's all I do is contracts. It drives, now I'm getting to the point where I won't do them on any other map but that one, I think. Oh, my silage is at 100%, so there's something we can start doing right now. I'm doing well, it's been a good day. We're gonna get the silage movers out here. Come on now. I don't want to turn. There we go. I'm doing well. It's been a good day. Yeah, Jether, you showed me that last night when they got put up on No Man's Land this morning, then taken down because they could not drive. Hello, that's funny. Alright, we're gonna back this guy right here. And we're gonna back this one up to him. Actually. Yes, there we go. Then I'll just bring a truck over here. Turn it on. Alright. No, no. Hey, Ebo, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in. All done your stream? Good stream. Yes, that would be for sure. The backwoods. It was a good stream, Evil. Enjoyed it. So this is what we can do until at least for a few minutes anyways, remove a few loads of it. I'm stuck on the fence. I may have to get ready here shortly and take my niece home. I don't know if she's gonna be able to stay for the night or not. She never really stayed too many places, the poor girl. If she can't sleep too much longer, I might have to go take her home. Alright, so we're gonna leave and go out here, go over to the dairy. A few new faces tonight, pretty good, that's awesome. Great having new faces. I got one in here right now myself. Mr. Jared is a new face. Yes, yes, you mentioned that. I heard you mention that. Was that the son that was in chat? Yes? I left my truck sitting there parked at the end of the driveway. Oops. Supposed to be going to dinner tomorrow, huh? Are y'all going out for dinner or y'all making dinner? Just come back from Indy. So I'm gonna move some silage. Oh, Firebird, weird question. I'm totally fine with you saying no, but could we hop on multiplayer together and play this farm? My son's probably making it. He's the chef. That's awesome. That's awesome, people. I've seen Jared around in some of the Facebook groups that we're a part of. Yeah, backwards. I'm pretty sure I have seen Jared in a few of the Facebook groups that we're a part of. I mean, I'm in. I say that, but I'm also in about 30 groups on Facebook, and I manage and take care of something like 10. So, I mean, there's a few in there I'm in. Um, and Firebird, um, my qualifications for multiplayer are 21 and over. Um, you need to be 21 and over, um, with a mic. Um, and then yeah, I mean, keep in mind that if it is on a live, then keep in mind we are on live. So for the most part, watch foul language, watch all the other aspects of things like that. No, bullying, demeaning things, all that good stuff. Um, I'm gonna place a pressure washer here because normally it would be fine to not have one here, but at the same time, I'm not going all the way down there just to wash the bucket of the loader. Firebird, oh dang, I have a mic, but I'm not 21. So I'm allowed in then. Absolutely evil. You're absolutely allowed in. 150%. Um, well, Firefly, Firebird, I don't always stick to the 21 plus rule, but then I do stick to the 18 and above rule. So I will lay way if you are mature, and I deem, you know, it's safe enough, then 18 could suffice. But if you're under 18, then I am sorry, I will have to say no. And it's nothing personal against you, because I like having multiplayer. This map is up multiplayer right now. Um, evil. Why wouldn't you be allowed? I thought you said that I am allowed in. Then I thought you said you weren't allowed in. Yeah, sorry, Firebird. I wouldn't. I would ask. I would have to say no on that one then. Oops, I hit the thing. I'm gonna push this all back up there and then move him back closer. I curse too much. Well, Evil, I would make exception there. If you were to come in, I would put 18 plus on the microphone, and we would have a good time. We would be okay then. I noticed in your stream you do have it set as 18 plus in your title and stuff, and I don't at the moment, but that can definitely be added in. I'd love to do a multiplayer with you sometime, Evil. I really would. Evil can curse can curse like a sailor because he used to be one, yeah. Thought me and Greg were supposed to come on with you tonight, but whatever happened to that anyways. Uh, I'm going to say I forgot, you forgot, and Greg forgot till right at this point in time. Um, I hate mods that don't work as advertised. Yeah, I hate mods that don't work as advertised as well. Yeah, I try not to cuss, but I was playing with my friend and all his three of his 6, 7, and 9-year-old brothers, and then I yelled, yeah, yeah. I've been known to use a little bit worse language than that sometimes, and Evil is probably just as guilty. I can guarantee you it. I was never a sailor, but I worked in the woods, been a mechanic, metal fabricator, truck driver, heavy equipment operator, and I mean we all every one of them use highly amounts, high amounts of profanity. Now something's not turned on there somewhere. Ah, there we go. It's too far back. Or when you're in live chat and drive off a bridge, yeah. I have done that a couple times. I have accidentally slipped up a few times. That is for sure. Yes, that is right, backwoods. We all are guilty of it. Funny, all those things are in the Navy. Coincidence. Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point there, Evil. You definitely got a point there. All of those jobs are in the Navy. Jeez, I could use some help running some silage right here. We're only going to that silo, but it's 60,000 liters, and I've got 1.7 million to move. Yeah, you watched when your dad granddaughter come in last week. Yeah, like last night. Yeah, you're right, Firebird. Like last night. Yeah, Evil, you kind of gotta watch it around them one day. Like I just said a little bit ago, my niece is here, and when she's here, when I slip up and I let one go, she gets me. Language, language. Can't be full max, is it? It didn't pop up and say max full. Stuck in a hard spot, I guess. I might have asked you this, Jester, but if there's any oil fields or oil rigs near you, is that more west? No, that's more west. The ones that are near me, you don't want anything to do with because they're off in the ocean. I don't know about any of you guys, but I don't want to mess with no oil rigging way out in the ocean. Uh, Why isn't this hitting a full limit? I once spent 20 minutes stacking chicken feed and stocked it right next to my driveway, so you can assume what happened. Somebody run into it? I have the fill trailer limit on, but yet it'll fill this trailer 60,000 liters of silage. It doesn't hit a full capacity. That's right, yeah. No interest in being the next BP spillage. That's right. This is gonna be a long night of moving silage, I think. 1.68 million liters in here. There. Back this right up to there somewhere. Then we'll bring the track back. You east or west coast? He's in BC. I'm not in BC backwoods. I'm in NB. I'm on the east coast, Ebel. I'm directly beside Maine. As a matter of fact, I'm about 3 minutes away from Maine's border with New Brunswick. We share, almost 300 miles of borderline with Maine. Uh, so I spent all year stocking up on honey to sell it in January, and I made drumroll, 8K. Ow, really? Got you right where the UFO went down up there, and they had the Navy searching for weeks. But this sort of it. Yeah, that wouldn't actually surprise me at all, Ebel. That wouldn't surprise me in the least. There's been more than one weird thing happen here. Was hoping for like 20K. Yeah, I know that feeling. What level, what difficulty you get it set on? Oh, 9 subs away from 200. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Backwoods. Jared, hard. Yeah, well, that would be why, bud. You got her set on high. Hard, she's gonna be hard to make anything. That's a good way to have her set, though. Yeah, I do have. I'm gonna try and clear it with the old lady first, but I'm gonna try and maybe do a giveaway at 200 subscribers, and but I gotta clear it with the banker first. Gotta check with the accountant. This isn't. If I could take the money off the farm, I'd be alright, but not quite working it like that in real life. But I would really, really love to be able to do a 200 subscribers giveaway. I think that would be really cool to do. I'll probably, just to make it easier, would just be some sort of gift card to either PlayStation or Xbox or Steam Labs or whatever it is there for the PC. $50 card or $75 card, whatever I can talk her into letting me have. Well, I shouldn't say let me talk her into letting me have, because it's, it is our money, but at the same time, we gotta make sure the bills are paid first. Not definitely not breaking any bank accounts anytime soon. Shag Harbor 1967, that was it. Could you do a PC giveaway? I wish, Firebird. If I could do a PC giveaway, I'd give it away to myself. Shag Harbor 67. I'm gonna jot that down, Evil, because that one does not ring any bells at all. So I'm gonna be looking into that. I'm gonna be looking into that right now. That was a great idea, Jethro. Thanks, Backwoods. Hopefully it all goes off together good. And no word of a lie, I'm writing this down on a Chinese food takeout menu. It doesn't get much more paper hat or tinfoil hat than that, does it? Evil. I'm writing down the UFO information you're giving me on a Chinese takeout menu. Doesn't get any more tinfoil hat. There we go. Alright. Man, these conveyors are so slow. Why are they so slow? I could probably load that faster with the telehandler. Firebird, excuse me. No, I don't watch the formal pickle. Yep, that's the one that crashed, then went into USO and took off RCMP, lifeguards, fishermen, Navy. No one could find it. Oh, it went under. Ho ho. Unidentified submerged object and took off. Would that be? That was one. There was ones like that that happened off the coast of Florida too. Was there not, Evil? Well, or at least I can remember hearing something about ones getting OSU's or USOs. What are my real life hobbies? Well, that really armadillo shell hats work better to protect you. That's hilarious. Yep, right off the Gulf Breeze. Alright, so that's the ones I heard about, Evil. I'm gonna check out this Shag Harbor one. Firebird, To get to your answer, my real life hobbies usually. That's crazy, evil. That's crazy. Uh, my hobbies, real life hobbies. Well, seasonally, that all really depends. Cause in the wintertime, I really love to play a lot of Farming Simulator and other video games. I also do snowshoeing, varmint hunting, um, rock climbing, mountain climbing, hiking. I also do rock tumbling. Um, and I also do a lot of fishing, hunting. Um, Summertime I do a lot of walking or a lot of working, but we like going to like waterfalls and different rivers and different places, and, hanging out with my kid. That's a good one. I like hanging out with my kid. Um, I like sharpening knives. I got a few knives. Got a small knife collection, and I like sharpening knives. I like finding old rusty knives that are, you know, well past their best years and bringing new life back to them. I do a small amount of forging, metalwork. Uh, Built a couple small knives, made a couple small knives of my own. So that's some stuff I like to do. EDC knife guy, yeah, that's cool. I like going like yard sailing and stuff like that in summer. I don't really like yard sailing, but I like going picking up some old knives and stuff that are all rusted up and well past their time, and I sit and patiently sand them, use emery cloth and diamond stones and whetstones and sharpeners, and I'll bring her back to a shiny finish that you can shave with, and I mean that in every aspect. You can use it as the mirror, and you can use it as the razor. I've done it several times now. Oh, I shouldn't have dumped that like that. Now I got that little guy all messed up. I'm almost sure I could load it faster. I need to get the bigger bucket for this. I have the Brendel ones there, so I should get those. Yep, right off Golf Breeze. Do you have a roleplay farm, or are you just a farmer? I don't even know what an EDC is. Uh, Firebird, I don't really have a roleplay farm. No, I do have what I call my struggle farm, which is, I roleplay as a struggling farmer who doesn't have much money. Um, and a contractor, I guess, because I do a lot of contracting on that farm. But now I don't really have like a role play one. I tried that on 19 with my in an old series, and it just was too much work. Wasn't worth the hassle. I got like 16 views on the whole 2 or 3 episodes that I made, and it just bombed. Wasn't worth the effort. It's actually on my channel if you wanted to take a look at it. It was called "A Day in the Life of Jethro." It was like 3 episodes long, and I put 80, almost 80 hours into the map, and I had zero reaction, or well, very little reaction from it, so it kind of just died off. Everyday carry. Sorry, I missed that. Everyday carry. Well, you got like half an hour each episode. They're not short. Tried to do I did what I thought was a great job on them, but they're just, like Evil said, they're just so much work that it's not really worth it. Even the time lapses are ridiculous amount of work, and it just doesn't make any sense. You know, and then I don't do anything for them, and I still ridiculous amount of work. To just go in and do a time lapse, like 15-minute time lapse of like 3 hour gameplay, is like an hour and 15 or an hour and 20 minutes of editing video clips and splicing it together and adding music and doing all that. So like a 15-minute time lapse is an hour and a half worth of editing. The one of those day in the life of Jethro episodes, I think the first one I did I think that episode took me 5 hours to edit. And I think it was like 6.5 hours total, like an hour and a half worth of gameplay, and like 5 hours worth of editing. It was ridiculous. You have to be a director, scriptwriter, an actor, and a cameraman, and that's just to get raw footage behind that is all editing. That's right, people. Like it was absolutely mind-boggling. I stressed myself right out. Actually, Backwoods would probably remember that. Backwoods, that was the one I did on Delberg map last year. That I did like 50 hours before I even took a recording. They definitely were great, Jethro. Not sure why they didn't do better than they did. That series is what inspired the way I have been playing more recently. Thanks, Backwoods. Thanks. So when I say roleplay, I mean like camping or trail riding. Oh no, I don't do stuff like that for the most part. I don't even download like the full wheeler mods unless somebody else has them or anything. I just do fireman. Fireman and forestry will be back here shortly. Forestry will be coming along quite hard in the future when Dark Forest map is released by the Shanty Boys. That is coming up in the future weeks, we hope. I spent many a night on game chat with you trying to figure out where to go with it. Yes, yes you did. Yeah, it was a long haul production, and Mr. Shaman Man Games, the Shaman Man Game. Oh no, I shouldn't have backed up that way. That was really dumb. The Shaman Man Games actually helped me out with a lot with that series too, with a lot of information about all that. I guess that's a let's play, not a role play, isn't it? Is that they called those or something? I don't know. I had a hard time distinguishing the difference of the two, and I still do to this day. Dark Force together when it drops for old time's sakes. Yes, you're right there, Backwoods. I gotta jump on that one with, I'm hoping I'd be able to get Alistair on that one with me. That's where me and him originated. That's where we started. It was Dark Forest together. Your homeschools, first thing you do is get up, check the mod hub. That's hilarious. Yeah, I check it. Well, I check it because I have to have it to post the mods in my Facebook group, so I keep an eye out for it as soon as it drops. Check the mod list. I gotta check it every day to make sure I have it so I can put it in my farming groups. So, Evil, if you're still there, what exactly was it you done when you were in the Navy? If you can say. Or want to say. Hey, are you in the Farming Letter 22 Xbox One group? No, probably not an Xbox One group, man, because I play on PlayStation 4, so I don't usually go for the Xbox groups. I'm homeworked. First thing I do is grab a Diet Coke to wake up. Me, it's a coffee and a pre-rolled or a is it not? Well, no, not pre-roll. Would be pre-rolled. It would be well, I rolled it. Hope they come out with the big Dodge to pull the goosenecks better. Well, I know TLX 2020, their 82 Studios. He's got his is coming. He's got a big one coming too. He's got a nice big tipper truck coming soon too. He's working on. It's like they're pushing his mods somewhere else though, because he's got a couple in the testing that have been in there for a few weeks, and it's like they're not moving. Or at least that's what it seems like to me. Uh, if then I swear they were not tobacco in the 70s though. Yeah, mine aren't tobacco either, Evil. Mine are the same stuff as the 70s. Maybe not quite the same, but it's out of the same book. I'm gonna see if I can't get this guy to just like get right up in here. Michael, what are we doing? We are moving some silage at the moment. Because, I got a little over 1.5 million liters left to move out of here. Now I just gotta see if I can get this thing to... Oh, that wasn't the way it was supposed to go. Trying to get this stuff all set up, and it's not quite working. It's not being cooperative. Oh, come on, little guy. I was a cryptologist. Oh, that's cool. Tomorrow is 7 degrees and sunny for me. Many jobs were basically listening and breaking code and transmitting intel messages back and forth. Ah, so you had one of those techie jobs. It's kind of about what like my cousin does nowadays. He's some sort of communications specialist analyst or something like that for the Canadian Air Force. 70 degrees sounds utterly disgusting to me. Might just because, you know, I'm Canadian, but yeah, that sounds horrible. It's a lot hotter than I'd like it. We're gonna leave that there. Now, we're gonna move this truck, get it unloaded. Yeah, Michael, I know. I know what it is. I don't like anything over 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. If it gets up over 50, 55 degrees Fahrenheit there, I'm no good no more. I don't like it. I'm gonna take two here at some point in time. That's what a lot of this is gonna end up getting loaded into that silo and then unloaded into the trailers again because I'm gonna take it and sell it to the BGA, the animal dealer. For the way these cows eat, 1.5 million liters of silage is gonna last me a while. They don't seem to eat anything at all. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. But hey, look at that. It fills it up, so it is working. The only thing that sucks is I don't think I'm going to get that underneath my truck underneath that. I'll definitely get the truck under that though. If you just used the telehandler, it would have been done already, right though? Like I probably could have done that done most of this a lot faster with that telehandler. 480,000 liters of silage in there again already. I had 200 and some in there or something. I tried those augers too. They work good if you're dumping into them to send it to the grain bin. Other than that, can't get them to do anything. Oh, I know it can, Michael. I got my only interest in going to Texas is I got a couple interests to go there, but I can do that in what would be your guys' winter time. Be about the only time I would do it. My only real reason to go to Texas is to go hunting hogs. Be about my only reason to go to Texas. There. We're gonna just keep loading this truck up until morning. When morning comes, we'll feed the cows. Well, probably not morning, because I don't have that much time. I'd like to go see a rodeo out there. I used to do barrel races at the local rodeo in Vermont when I was a kid. Miss it sometimes. Yeah, that'd be something to miss, wouldn't it? I miss riding horses, that's for sure. Grandfather had horses when I was growing up as a kid, and I miss that. We didn't do nothing fancy with them other than pull logs with some of the big ones, pull sled and buggy. What's going on, CBW? You back, Chad? I used to ride our black goat. I called Blackie as a kid. That's hilarious. Evil. Wasn't much to do back then, though, was there, Evil? You had to make your own entertainment. Just lurking and listening, he says. Only horse I could ever get on is extra large Clydesdale. I'd probably sink at that. Ever ridden a donkey, Jethro? Quite comical. Oh, I've ridden a couple of donkeys and a few mules too. None of them are any fun at all. I'd rather ride the old Jersey cow that the one farmer used to have. It was an easier ride than a couple of the donkeys. Stick could be a wonderful toy of all kinds of things. That's right. That's right, Abel. All kinds of guns and swords and everything else were made out of sticks, so. It's like I took and my young feller got to see We were at a friend, like a friend of mine when we were growing up. We were kids. She lives not far from my. She lives right beside where she grew up, which wasn't far from where I grew up. We left her house and drove to my mum and dad's house, and I told my son, I said, "See, Dad used to bike from her house to here all the time. Sometimes 10, 11 o'clock at night, in pitch black," and he thought that was just absolutely insane. Freestone County is 125 miles from Dallas and 177 from Houston. Oh, yeah. So you're a ways away from the bigger cities. Trebuchet built as well to launch crab apples at school windows. Oops, did I say that out loud? That's hilarious. Yeah, I've been there, Evil. Been there too. I don't think we were ever smart enough to actually build anything, though. We just hauled them ourselves. Shooting each other with pellet guns. Yeah, been there. Been there, done that. Bet you I'm gonna lose that conveyor back there. You see it? Just sinking right into the pile. Oh, I'm over a ways too much. Live 15 minutes away from Dallas, but I've been hunting in Freestone. Ah, okay. Okay. I get you. I get you. Your hunting is that far from Dallas. Evil. Well, we weren't allowed to shoot animals or windows. All we had to shoot was each other. I only pumped it twice, I swear. Yeah, that's hilarious. Now, this is a lot of silage, guys. There's a lot of silage here. Not the most we've ever done, but there's a lot of silage here. What is going on with you there now? Oh, you guys aren't touching each other anymore. They're not touching each other anymore. Come on. Hey, Julia. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi before bed. Appreciate it. We're just moving some silage here right at the moment. Oh, oh, come on. Many a broken window in a pickup game of baseball in someone's front yard. Yeah. My youngest one, my youngest got one at 12 years old. First thing he does, shoots my oldest Camaro window out neighbor's window. Cost me 75 bucks. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I just jumped over the fence. Jumped over the edge. Oh, what is going on? I'm stuck on a little pile of silage. Do you guys see this? Good gosh. See that? I watched my mouth. There we go. We got that back moving again. I should have learned from that. I came home from Japan with a samurai sword. He chopped down our apple tree. Some of the best parties I ever went through to high school were held in a barn or a cornfield. Yep, definitely in a barn. All the best parties were in a barn. You should pull that belt out of the silage. It has a very wide pickup, but is picking up how about how it's placed. I had it out here and it kept picking up a little circle, and then I'd have to move it back. A little circle, and then I'd have to move it back. A little circle. I'm almost convinced I'm going to throw down a government subsidy sign and go get myself a nice big loader for doing this. And that'll be the loader's job. Nice big buckets for the loader. I know how to do that. Loader's nice and simple. Pick up a bucket, dump the bucket, pick up the bucket, dump the bucket. I got that figured out. See, right now I got this little guy stuck. Oop. Likes to be on solid flat ground. Alright. I will try to get it there. Well, won't be much longer and it'll be down on solid flat ground. I'll have to just keep backing it up. Oh no. I guess I wasn't quite in line with that as I thought it was. I know we all snuck out to go to parties, but did any of you have to sneak back in? Dad used to say, do whatever you want, just know if I wake up when you get home, I'm taking your keys, truck keys for a month. No, I had, my only real, I mean, once I hit the age of like 14 or so, my only real rule was to be back before the sun was up. That was about the only real rule. Be back before the sun was up. That was it. I didn't have to sneak in or sneak out or anything like that as long as I was back before the sun was up. Now, mind you, a couple of those times were pretty close, but that was the rules. If I planned on coming home, be home before the sun was up. If I didn't plan on being home, I had to tell them first. Never once stuck out, she says. Julia was an angel. Nope, always had my mom sitting there waiting for me at the door. Every time. Never got away with anything. That sucks, evil. I got pretty lucky, mine. They said it's gonna happen, so just be home before the sun comes up. It was the only real big one with them. Be home before the sun. Where's the fun in that? Hey, that's her story. She sounds like she's sticking to it. What do I got for loaders turned on here anyways? Big wheel loaders. That's all I got, eh? New Hollander class. Cause like that little chauffeur ain't gonna do much. The only other things, the telehandlers. But I did get some bigger buckets, so I might get a bigger bucket for my telehandler. I got I got the stole pack and this universal one here, so hopefully my folks used to have a field day when I'd have a hangover, loud music and banging pots and pans. Yeah, yeah, mine used to do stuff like that too. My old man was famous for running in and grabbing you and pulling you out of the bed, no warning, no nothing, just running and grab you by your ankle. Uh, Alright. Sorry about that. The wife sent me a message. I had to answer her. So are you going to live? So are you going to live in Antarctica? No. Well, I mean, I would, but now, did I lie about where I was going? But if I had snuck out, I wouldn't have been able to sit for a week. I honestly had a wholesale fear of my mother. She was just crazy enough to do what she threatened. Yeah, exactly, Julia. Crazy beats scary every time. That is right. See, I got pretty lucky. My mom wasn't too terrifying. My old man was easy to deal with because he just whoop your ass. And that'd be it. There'd be no. But mother, oh, mother could start anywhere from Tuesday and it'd go till Sunday. You just didn't know. You know. Oh, I can get that for the telehandler. Yes. 4,000 might be a little big for the telehandler, but 33 would be great for the telehandler. And then she'd just call your dad. Yeah, well, then you'd be screwed, eh? Hey. I think I want to buy this new bucket, guys. If not for the telehandler, I might buy a whole new wheel loader. What do you guys think? I'm not concerned about money on this map, so I'll just throw down a government sign. Be a better idea to just buy a new bucket, a bigger bucket for my telehandler, or should I just buy a new wheel loader? buy a new Holland wheel loader. That wouldn't be a bad deal. No key and tires on it. Or BKT. I don't think it needs duals. Get away with the no key and communals. Michael says bucket. Okay. New bucket for the telehandler. I'm gonna say a 33 does good with braces for the telehandler. In a green? I was 16 the last time she broke a big ping pong paddle over me. I respect her even today, and I wouldn't put it past her to pop me for mouthing off. See, Julie, that was my grandmother. She was that way. She'd never chase you, 'cause you'd always come back. And that was her theory on it. She said, I won't chase you. You'll get hungry. You'll be back. And the worst problem was the old girl was right. You always got hungry, and you always went back. You might have walked through the door and got a shoe in the back of the head, or up top of the head, or a block of wood, or a cast iron pan, whatever was close enough in reach. You never knew. That was my mom. She popped my sister for saying the wrong word at the table. She had 2 kids in her 30s. Hey, to this day, I'm 33 years old. To this day, if I sit down at a table, whether I'm in a restaurant or I'm like even a fast food restaurant, anything like that, if I sit down at a table to eat my food, I will take my baseball cap off. I don't take my hat off anywhere else. But when I sit down at that table to eat my food, I take that hat off. Because I can still to this day feel my grandfather hitting me hard enough to send that hat across the room, along with my glasses. So, I know to take that hat off at that table every time. Nothing like an angry southern mother. Alright, I'm gonna buy that right there. That got bought. Front loader tools. So the bucket for the tractor we got also new. So this bucket can go up to 310 liters on. Oh, that can go for either. Oh, okay. We're going to buy that in green, and that's going to be for the other tractor. So, what is going to happen now is I'm going to stop this. Oh, that's already full. Did I put on the weights? I did not. Uh-oh. My generation think... Yeah, my generation, they think is spanking messes up your mental health and your physical health. I don't believe in that. Hence the reason the world is going to the crapper, Michael. Kids growing to adults and having no respect for others. You're right, Julia. There is a whole generation out there now that need they're doomed. There's no other way to put it. They're doomed. They're doomed. They will be the failure of us all. Unfortunately. There's just you can't you just can't say there's hope for ones that eat Tide Pods or anything else for that matter that you obviously know you just should not eat. What kind of help do they got? Give them a participation trophy and call it a day. That's great, Evil. Should make a video about your real life. I've had some people say that before. Ask me about, like getting like a GoPro or something like that and taking it around in the tractor and in the loader and stuff with me. And thought about it, but they're expensive. I got another buddy of mine there. He's in on the chat with me quite a bit, off camera over the last couple of years, and he tells me that me and the wife should have a sitcom. He said that's just hilarious. Hey Jennifer, Evil is here. Yes, Evil is in here. And they make these mid mind manipulation videos, the same that I was spanking your kids can get messed up in your mental health. I've been spanked by both my parents and I'm fine. And I'm 19. Yeah, Michael, the rest of us in here are a few years older than that, and we've all had we've all definitely had some disciplinary actions by our parents for sure. Actually, I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this one right here. I'm actually going to take this one. I'll leave my weight for that right here. This is my buddy Diesel's tractor. I'm going to take this one with me. I have to get the other truck and the flatbed. Hey, is it fine if I'm 11? Well, yeah, it's okay. Firebird's in here. He's only 12, so I mean, the stream, we try to keep it for all ages. Sometimes some words get slipped up, but I try to keep mine for the most part all ages and family friendly. I do also have a young feller myself who's 11 years old that comes and watches my streams and stuff, so I try to keep it family friendly. If you guys actually happen to see me come on here and it has 18 plus in the title, then I would very much ask you to refrain from joining in, because there will probably be adult content and not children content. That would be about all I ask, but if you don't see an 18 plus on the title of the live stream or the video, then you're more than free and welcome and to watch and join and chat. So what I'm going to do here, everyone, I'm going to load that telehandler and that little tractor up onto this flatbed, and I'm going to take it to the store, get the new bucket, and I'm going to buy loader arms for that tractor too, because that tractor doesn't actually have its own set right now. We were just sharing the loader arms, but I can afford to get a pair. You know what? That's actually a terrible idea. You're going in this way. Firebird and Jennifer's my mom. My name is actually Mason. Okay. Alright, well, we won't call you Jennifer no more then. We'll call you Mason. So we'll all have to try to keep that in mind, that Jennifer is Mason. Okay, so there's that on. Oh. Come on. You remember what you're doing now. Alright. Turn all the blinky lights on. Alright, now let's head to the store. I guess I'm just gonna leave that truck sitting there. What is going on here? My name is Zerga. Trust me, I know way more than I should have some bad friends. Yeah, well, I kind of expect most children around your age by now have heard a few words, but, we try not to because we wouldn't think that your parents would appreciate it too much. I'm trying to look at it, battery's gonna die, leaving it there. Thank you very much, Evil. Have a good night. We'll see you. We'll chat with you tomorrow. But yeah, it's more that I look at it as in the perspective of a parent and not as a streamer or a YouTube content creator, whatever you want to call whatever this is that I do. Um, it's more of a I wouldn't want my kids listening to it, so I'll leave it there. Battery's gonna die. Leave it. Oh, I get you, Evil. I thought you were talking about your cell phone, dude. it's a, it's just I guess Evil's not, no Evil's not going to bed. Evil's not going tonight. I thought he was. Misinterpretation. He's telling me my truck battery's gonna die because I left the lights on. I get it. I get him now. That's my bad. That's my bad. Hilarious, but that was my bad. You're headed out to Julia. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, see everyone right there. That's what I put that in there for. There's just a spotlight with a willow tree, and that's the road to the beef. Good night, Julia. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. Take care. Alright, off to the store we go. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. I still didn't wash the planter. I still didn't plant those 2 fields over there. Oh man, that was what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to plant the field 51 and 42. Ugh. Can I see your car mods if you have any? I don't have any car mods on actually, other than the transport trucks. I got a couple of tanker trucks and stuff, but no, other than that, I don't have too many car mods. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I don't actually have any car mods. The man TGS tanker truck, and the 6x4 tanker truck, and that's all I got. Oh, I forgot to hit the straps button. There we go. That's what else I gotta buy too. I gotta buy the loading arms. There's still time, Jethro. Yeah, there aren't any really car mods, Jennifer, Mason. Yeah, I got the only cars that are in here are the base game 4. And then the transports, and that's just those ones in that tanker truck. That's it. Uh, Loading arms. That's what I was buying. Loading arms. Okay, you stole. I need Howard. Uh, I have. Oh, I have like 5,000 mods on FS19. Yeah, road rage, but I wouldn't drive a Dodge or a Ford, pretty much. LOL. Well, me, I'm playing Farm Sim, not GTA, so I'm gonna have tractor mods, not car mods. That's just the way, for the most part, it's gonna go with me. Oh, that one's telehandler. There we go. Look at that. Nice big bucket. Uh, unless it's a truck, then it's maybe. Unless it was a truck, then it's maybe. Yeah, basically evil. I like that they added different brands of loaders instead of just Stoll. Yeah, well, I'm glad they did too. Like, Quickie's actually a really good brand. That's what we have on a couple of our tractors. They were great. At least my stuff, so I don't spend too much. Yeah, I gotta say the millennials already killed their generation. Yeah, pretty well. There's a whole generation out there that's definitely in trouble. And unfortunately, there's a whole generation after them that's even worse. Gonna be even worse, and it ain't even their fault. This time, that's for actual truth. It ain't their fault. Ow. Alright, Jennifer, take care. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Backwoods. Quickie is an actual brand. I've never heard of those here. Yeah, Quickie's an actual brand, yeah. Generation Z, which is after millennials. Yeah, I don't really fall into the category of any of them. I'm that one special, forgotten, small section, and that's what I like about it. Everybody forgot we were even here. I'm a 12-year-old boomer. Yeah. Alright, so there is my new load of equipment. Take that back to the farm. Generation X is before millennials and after baby boomers. Yeah, and I fall right in between Generation X and the millennials. I'm in a group that doesn't belong to either one. We're the forgotten souls, and I love it. Well, it's finally snowing here. Is it finally snowing backwoods? I'm in a generation that doesn't get summed up with millennials and doesn't get grouped in with Gen X. Right though, Firebird? I feel the same way. You think you're only 12 right now, you still got a chance. How do you think it feels for some of us that are 40, 30s, 40s, 50 years old, and there's some snot-nosed little kid on, 12-year-old little kid on YouTube making millions. I gotta go wake up and go to work pretty well every day. 12 to 15 predicted for the next 2 days. Oh, that'll be a nice storm. That'll be a nice little storm. Take this right up to the dairy. I think I'm gonna catch. Oh, I almost caught the fence. Abel, you're my younger son, Mr. C. Average, no ambition, is a millennial. 89. He finally become a chef. Hello. I think technically technology is making us dumber. It definitely is, Michael. And yeah, Abel. I mean, I would have to say that. Well, depending on a lot of it depends on how you act as a person or how you are as a person. But I mean, I know I was born in 1988, and I don't act like any generation before me or after me. And if I did, and if people did say that I acted like a certain generation, it would probably not be a newer generation. I can guarantee you that. Gonna dig the sleds out in the morning and get them serviced, hoping for decent powder. Nice. Lucky sucker. Uh, Year I graduated, 88. Yeah, it's the year I was born. But I don't act like a millennial. I don't act like a boomer. I don't act like a Gen X. I don't act like a Gen Z or whatever else next comes there. I don't act like none of them. And then it's weird. I'm the last generation. I was one of the first generations to actually see like home internet become a normal thing and like all this technology come out and all this stuff. But I still have no idea how to use most of it. And at the same time, I'm probably the last generation that's ever used a hand scythe or a hand sickle or picked rocks by hand or picked potatoes by hand or, you know, one of the last generations to ever churn butter in a butter churn. Uh, Good Lord, there's so many more other things that I just. There's so many. Like, I'm a different breed for sure. There's this little girl on my work that weighs around 80 pounds, and I asked for the age because I liked it, and she said that she was 33 years old, and I said, "Oh, I'm only 18." That's hilarious. Yeah, backwoods. Yeah, you'd have a point there. Users would be the last generation to not be captured on cell phones. I know, like all my kid stuff's basically all been captured on cell phone. Oh, jeez, that's terrible. Yawning like that. It is almost time for Jethro to go to bed. It's almost 2 in the morning for me. Oh, the wife's. Oh, I looked at the wife's message. I should not have looked at the wife's message. Oh no, guys. I'm. Oh, boys. Yeah, I'm out of it. Mine were still in black and white on Polaroid. Well, if you didn't look at the message, she would have ripped you. Yeah, oh yes, if I wouldn't have looked at the message, it wouldn't have been any good. But man, I just wrecked her good there, didn't I? Oh well, I get out of that. I get out of that. Still answered the question. Got the truck unstuck. Good thing I didn't. They don't have destruction on the fences for sure, because I'd be replacing a bunch. Oh, boys, I think my truck's gonna run out of fuel here soon, too. I ain't got much fuel left in this thing. That'd have been from running silage. I didn't put any fuel in it. There. There we go. I'm just gonna go back to the beef yard. I'll go back to the yard and fill the truck up. I can drive the tractor back to the shed after. Everything costs more nowadays. Yes, yes it does. Inflation is a great thing, isn't it? Come on now. Fueling the truck up. Payback. Where's the beef? Where's the beef, Evil? The beef's over here. They're all sleeping. That's hilarious. It's hilarious, Firebird. See, Evil? There's the beef cows. I hope they're not dead. But yeah, we got some black Angus. They're nice and comfy here. I've made a very nice home for them, as you can tell. And then a pen over, we have a whole bunch of dead limousine. Or, I mean, sleeping limousine. And, yeah, they're all comfy as can be, too. Passed right out everywhere, all over the place. Happy cows. And then, yeah, that's the beef cows. Hey, Rusty's YouTube channel, he makes live streams too. Yeah, Rusty does live streams too, yep. And he does some other videos. And then also over here, Ebol is the empty cow pasture. That'll be the mixed pasture. So I'll take cows from both the back Angus and the limousine pens and put them over there in the mixed pen. And I don't know. I don't know if you noticed that or not before, Ebel, but you can actually name your buildings and stuff like that in 22 now. Like you see how this one actually in the information in the corner, It actually says Black Angus pasture. That one actually says limousine pasture. And then over here actually says mixed pasture. And then my two dairy barns actually have almost the same thing. They've got Holstein and Brown Swiss. Alright, we're fueled and ready to go. Oh my god, it cleared. I can't believe that. That was slick. I just I just bought a second greenhouse today, and I was trying to figure out how to name it. I knew you could, just didn't know how. You just had to yawn. How backwards I did. Evil. Here in landscaping mode is what you gotta do. You gotta go in landscaping. This is for me on PS4, so I'll tell you what the control is for that. When you highlight over pen, like it's highlighted right now, I'm over top of it. Hit L. For me, it's R3 is what my stick is, and then it brings you up this thing, and then you can just hit. I hit square, and you can rename it. But it's when you're in the landscape mode. So like now mine on my map, if I click on the house, oh, it still says farmhouse. I thought I changed it already. Like that one says Holstein barn. Can you do it after you put it down already? Yep, you put it down and then you change the name on it. And click on it, and I think it's backspace to rename it. Alright, there you go. Backwards. Thank you. And then like I got Brown Swiss Dairy Barn, or Brown Swiss Barn, and then I put my multi-fruit silo as 440 cow. I'm probably gonna rename that one mineral feed, and then the one over here seeds, and then that one I have it actually changed to equipment depot, and that's that little mechanic trailer. One I changed it to say mechanic or equipment depot so that if somebody had to ask, I could show them. Um, but yeah, that's a pretty cool little nifty deal, I thought. This tractor's got to go back in the shed over there. Once my buddy Firehouse Gaming comes in here next time, he's gonna get to pick out the little tractor at the beef yard is gonna get replaced. It's a 300 Vario right now, and it's gonna be replaced with a 300 Vario, but it's gonna be replaced with a specialty one that he picks out, and it'll be a modded one, so it'll actually have different colors and stuff. Now that bucket I'm gonna sell. Bam, it's gone. Perfect. Shut the lights out in the shed. Close the door. Just so you're aware, Evil, some buildings cannot be renamed. I'm not sure which ones off the top of my head. Yeah, like the sheds and stuff I don't think can be renamed if I'm not mistaken here. Oh no, even that little garage could be. No, that little garage cannot be renamed. See, small garage has no renamed option. Just sell. The brown Swiss barn's been in for 10 months. Actually, screw it. I'm going to bed. And when I say that, I mean like I'm going to the house, going to sleep. I might possibly even go to bed in real life after that, because it is 5 minutes to 2 a.m. And, you know, that's decently enough, late enough. I have no idea what time children will be waking me up in the morning. Oh, I'm gonna have to move that over a little bit. Not everybody's gonna fit inside there. Look at this. Look how close I got those lampposts, though. I placed each one of those lampposts just so carefully, even though I didn't realize they were touching up there, but it still worked out like so perfect. Because it was so dark there before, you couldn't see nothing. You couldn't even see the the posts. Oops. Alright, yeah, this is the yard at night. The yard here at night looks great. I think it looks good here. Rusty the dog. Jethro, did you know when you're going to place a barn or shed, you can change the color of it before you place it? I also just got a notification that you were live. That's weird. I've been live for a few hours now. You know what? I don't think my greenhouse is producing correctly. It's never had more than two. Recipe two. It don't seem to be going down that much. Maybe it's just because it's just a little one. Oh yeah, my beef cows, they need some taking care of. The beef cows will go down so fast, it's unreal. Uh, like their total effectiveness, food doesn't even have to the food bar doesn't have to go below 9,000 and they'll lose all productivity. It'll all go away. It don't take nothing to bring it back, but it's still a pain. Yeah, I know you were there when I started. YouTube has been screwy lately with notifications. Has it ever? Has it ever? I'm going way too fast for what I'm comfortable with. Fourth gear. I don't hardly ever drive this thing in fourth gear. So what I am going to do is feed my beef girls, and then I am going to say goodnight to everyone. That is my plan. Anyways. It's 12 a.m. for you. Yes, I know that, Michael. It is 2 for me. And that means it is getting late for me. I'm gonna give them each some total mix ration, I guess is what I'm gonna give them. Clean up with total mix rations I got here in the yard. I'll have to get another trailer brought down. Give them about 700 apiece. It's been a great stream, pal. Hope to catch you in my chat tomorrow, assuming I don't have to work. Yeah, dude, hit me up for sure. Let me know when you're going live, like, if you can, if you remember. Let me know, like, 10 minutes before you're going live. Just hit me, send me a quick message on Facebook or something. 10, 15 minutes. Oh, man, crap. I didn't mean to give them that much. I wanted to give them about 300 liters less of that. Yeah, my whole Angus are full now. And the limousines aren't quite, so I'm going to touch them off with grass, I guess. And then water. 1 a.m. Great stream. Thanks, Hebel. Appreciate it. I'm usually up around 10 a.m. after sleeping in. I'll catch you too. Yeah, sure will. Shooting for about 2 p.m. your time. Alright, perfect, Blackwoods. I will, I have no idea what the plan is for tomorrow. Especially seeing as my niece stayed the night. That wasn't part of the plan for today. So the plan for tomorrow could be just as equally surprising. So if I am able, I hopefully will be able to at least catch in for a little bit with you. You've been in my last few. Oh, that was almost so bad. Wrong barn, or wrong pasture. Yeah, you've been in every one of mine since I came back. So I mean, I'd like to be able to say for sure I'll be there for yours. Didn't even take it all. Definitely gonna have to bring down some more TMR. Bye. Good night, Michael. Have a great evening. Have a great night. I should be able to backwards. I can't see why not. I should be able to. If at anything, I should be able to get in for a good amount of time because the wife should probably be gone. She might be going to her friend's house. But that's where the problem ensues, that she might be going to her friend's house, and if it's snowstorming. Excuse me. Oh, man. Good lord, guys. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if she goes to the friend's house, if it's snowstorming, I'll have to take her. If it's not storming, then we'll be good. I gotta make Firehouse Gaming come in and replace this little tractor. This little tractor's the one that's gonna get replaced. This little 300 Vario. I'm gonna get him to pick out a special, his own special deckled out one out of the modded 300 Fendt Vario series. I'm hoping he picks out a red one. Why? I don't know, but I figure seeing as he's Firehouse Gaming and he's a volunteer fireman, it will probably be a red color. I can only safely assume. As long as it has the red color. My other buddy there, Diesel Mechanic, he picked the black one, so. Good night, Chad, CBW Farms. Take care. Have yourself a great night. Fill the water tanker up. And go put our little tractor back. Alright, everybody, thank you joining in on the stream. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. And I will talk to everybody tomorrow in one way, shape, or form or another. I shall talk to most of you tomorrow. I will be back on and hopefully streaming tomorrow night. Thanks, CBW. Appreciate it. And I hope everyone joins back in tomorrow and everyone has a great night. Take care, stay safe, keep warm, keep cool, whichever it is you got to do. Everybody stay safe and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Greatly appreciate everybody being here. Have a great night.